All right. So then the next question we have is, who's a player or team to look out for good or bad reason? So any team or player for good reasons or bad. I can't think of a bad reason. But if somebody got a bad reason, let me know.
Yeah.
Anybody got somebody on mind in their mind?
Well, let's see. I have no one for any bad reasons. I also don't have any teams. I mean, I could go on some teams, I think, but I've looked more into the players that I think no one's talking about or no one's really expecting them to do as much as I really think they're going to do this year.
Okay.
Calvin Ridley, shout out to the Falcons. I believe he's going to lead the league in yards this year. I believe he's going to have 2,000 plus yards this year. I believe he is going to break the record for most receiving yards for a receiver.
Why you say that?
I think it's going to be a combination of a few things. One, just like Kev said, that there's only like select defenses that are just that bad in the NFL. The Falcons, the Seahawks are one of them last year, and the Cowboys are one of them last year. There's going to be a lot of points scored on the Falcons. That means when they're going to be playing a lot of from behind, they're going to pass the ball a lot. And when you're airing that thing out, a lot of people want to say, oh, Julio was there. That's why Calvin Ridley. Well, if you look at the stats, Calvin Ridley actually did better without Julio Jones on the field. He averaged, I believe, about 110 yards per game without Julio and about a touchdown in each of those games. And there were 3 of those games in which he went over 130 yards. So he was elite without Julio. Matt Ryan, I think he gets a lot of hate. He's still a phenomenal quarterback. To me, he's very much like him and Matthew Stafford. I believe they're very much the same quarterback. They're just going to air that thing out, and they might make a few mistakes here and there, but they're still the top 15, top 10 slingers there is in the NFL, and they're not going to be afraid after they throw a pick. They're going to go back in the field and
slingers. No slingers.
Slangers. You know, he ain't said throwers. He said slangers.
Slangers.
So that's why I believe them having to play from back, and then also just him being the best weapon there. Another thing I like, Najee Harris. I believe he's going to have a baller year. Not just a good year for a rookie running back, but a baller year. Just because when the Steelers have a running back, he gets all the touches. Like even with James Conner, even with Le'Veon Bell, he's going to get 300 touches. They're going to have a good offensive line. And he's a do-it-all back. You saw him in Alabama. He wasn't no little boy. He was a grown man. He has the NFL size to be great. And let me see. While I'm on the running back train, I'm gonna have to throw out a Miami Dolphins. I spoke about him a little earlier. Myles Gaskin. Last year, if he would have played all 16 games, he was on pace for 930 yards and 600 receiving yards. That would have put him
injured.
He was injured for 4 of the games, and then he came from the practice squad and worked his ass all the way up to the starting up. Whenever Jordan Howard went down last year, Matt Breida went down last year. So when all that happened, we had to pull him up, and he can catch. Like he had like 60 catches last year for the amount of games he's played. It's insane. He would have had about 1,500 scrimmage yards, which would put him in 4th, right behind Kamara, Dalvin Cook, and Derrick Henry. So the potential and ceiling is there. It's just, is it going to happen? And also, I believe Tua and the Dolphins are going to play a quick offense, short passes. They got Waddle, Parker, Fuller, and him. So when you're doing short, quick passes, usually the running back is involved a lot. And if I like it. If I was at one more person, it would be just Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback. Not top 5, but top 8, top 9 quarterback going at the end of this year.
Top 8?
Top 8. He's in the 4 games he started last year. These are the numbers I have for him. I put stars next to him because that's what he's going to be. 11 and a half rushes per game. 3 rushing touchdowns in the 4 games he played. 68 yards per game on the rushing. And 2 of the 4 games he threw for over 330 yards. So he can,
not bad.
Yeah, he is the perennial dual threat quarterback that is just gonna, and he's already in a weak division in the NFC East.
It just might be too easy.
It's open for him.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I'm gonna ask Kev, but he didn't left. Kev, any bold or any team players that we need to look out for, bad or good? I want a bad though. You got a bad one?
Hey, I'm a business guy. You feel me? I'm all about the negatives. You feel me?
I like it.
So,
Somebody got a bad reason.
So you know what I'm saying? I love bad news. So immediately I'm gonna go to this is gonna be John Gruden's last year coaching for the Raiders.
Facts.
Definitely. That boy tried to give up Khalil Mack and they hung up on him. John Gruden doesn't really. I don't feel like John Gruden can really like have I want to say have confidence in the locker room because I don't really know what goes on in the locker room. They could love him and they just maybe have bad schemes, but I don't think that team's really gonna mesh well. That team's gonna be blue, and I think that's a good team. That could be a good team. I think that GM and that their front office understands that. So even though it was so cool, like, hey, we got John Gruden back. We're going to Las Vegas. We're about to go do our thing. Let's go get some wins real quick. We could be a real playoff team, even though we're in a crazy tough division. So I definitely think that's my negative. Definitely, John Gruden, you got to get out of there, man. We missed you. We missed you on the John Gruden quarterback camp. You do your thing, man. You know how to make bread out here, dog. You don't got to just be out there. Because I just hope they don't fire him in the middle of the season because that's kind of tough. Next, I got my two. I think I'll save those for later. I knew I seen his door open. I thought I was tripping. I was gonna say, Jerry, you got a ghost dog. Now you just got white people. But my second take is like, why nobody talking about Kyle Pitts? I haven't heard that name get brought up yet. Like, did y'all forget about the person that's gonna revolutionize the tight end position after Travis Kelce gets out? I would
say I don't believe he's gonna revolutionize just because Kelce, Kettle, and Waller.
Revolutionize.
I will say he is my fourth tight end on the board. Like it goes Kelce, then it goes Kittle and Waller, and then it goes.
Think about how good those people are. Like what? Those are receivers. Did Kelce lead the league in passing receiver yards or something like that?
Yeah, last year and catches, I believe.
But them is receivers, like them is big ass receivers, like them is linebackers that can catch.
And Waller had over like 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns as a receiver. I mean, as a tight end.
Who's his quarterback? Come on now. Who's his with Josh Jacobs going down there getting dirty? He out here blocking for Josh Jacobs, big ass and shit. Like, come on now, bro. Those are stuff. That's what I'm telling you. Like, once he gonna learn. He gonna be like, damn, them niggas eating. Them boys eating. Let me see what I'm doing. And then he gonna mesh, he gonna mold, and he gonna because they already revolutionized. Because we thought Tony Gonzalez was that thing until we see them four and Gronk. Like we was like, whoa, like woo. And now, Kyle Pitts with the quarterback he has, he's gonna be the first one catching deep passes. Like you just gonna be 30 yards, 35. Give me that. With a linebacker on him. Give me that. Give me that.
And it's going to follow a lot of that same script where they're going to be losing because of that defense. They're going to be airing that thing out with Matt Ryan.
Airing that thing out. That's what I'm saying. He's going to revolutionize because he got to. Like, you seen what Matt Ryan did for Austin Hooper. You see how much money Austin Hooper got paid. Like, come on now. Kyle Pitts finna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely like that one. I wanted to talk about my running backs, but, like, I can't because that's definitely a bold prediction. But I want to talk about the Chargers because I thought Paul was going to bring them up, but nah, I got it. The Chargers are going to piss somebody off this year. They're going to make it to the playoffs and they're going to knock somebody out. And it's going to be upsetting. Somebody's going to be like,
team.
Whoa. No, but like this is a loaded AFC this year. Like the Chargers are not supposed to make it good.
There's 11 teams in the AFC that are all saying this is our year to make the playoffs.
And like you got the Titans, you just got a lot of good people over there. They probably don't even they probably have a strong division. Like, but boy, they gonna piss somebody off. There's gonna be somebody that don't make it because of that extra game and all that. So there's gonna be a lot of talk at the end of the season, like, damn it, Justin Herbert snuck his way into the playoffs this year. Cause I'm team Herb. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the Herbs, you feel me? Know what I'm
Same
saying?
thing.
Know what I'm saying? So that's my take. Like somebody, because that Keenan Allen is too good. Like there's good, there's great.
That
He's just
team
too
Underrated.
good.
Underrated.
Too good. He's really up there when it comes to Stephon Diggs when it comes to the footwork. Because I'm a receivers guy. Like you go watch
His
the
cut.
film. It's there.
You
It's
seen his
there.
cuts, right? You seen them cuts.
Yeah, it's there. This man bleed cuts. Like this man, hey, did you scrape? Nah, I got to cut. This nigga, this individual falls down. Hey, you scrape your knee? Nah, I cut it. Like that's all he do. Cut. Like he
real.
don't keep a gun on him because he gonna cut you. Like he don't need to. But yeah, the Chargers is gonna piss somebody off, and I'm gonna be just laughing. I'm gonna be like the most evil laugh because I'm confident in Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen shirt this year.
Ah,
Tied, but that's how I'm
pressure.
coming. That's how I'm coming. Know what I'm saying? What's the next topic, man?
Keep the light beam on me ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you not batting. Then my gang got tools. You could call them boy crap, man. This gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes. This ain't not new. And then see some accent. All I say is true. You better stop your capping. Lacking really